Welcome to Leadership in 320. I'm Brennan.
I'm Mitchell.
Here with Smiley. That's a nice haircut. You said a fresh one, huh?
A fresh haircut.
Like really fresh.
Very fresh, yeah. Just I don't have anything to compare it to, I guess, other than
Looks kind of what looks like what happened is when the guy has some lawnmower blades that he hasn't changed in about, 14 years. He knows he should.
had them on backwards.
Just didn't. I don't know. It looks like a.
Just chopping, just hacking, ripping
Are you
than
sure?
cutting.
Are you sure that guard was on there? Well,
No.
or was it like? It wasn't like one of those things where like the plastic molding had broke or something, so you had it like painter's taped on there or something. The guard.
No, it's 100% operator failure.
So what do we got
The
cooking
equipment-
there? What's up top?
Well, I did a little special this week.
Okay, this might give some insight.
I could do it blindfolded. It probably looks like I did anyway. I usually do the 8 on the top, and I gave myself shorter duration between haircuts this time. So
Oh, no.
Instead of doing an 8 on top.
Are you talking about like you were letting time blend it for you, or what's?
No,
what's that?
I just usually I do 8, and then I just work my way down, try to blend it in. But being I gave myself a shorter, instead of maybe like 4 weeks, I did it in like 2 weeks. I didn't do the 8 up top. I let that get a little longer, let the, see what happens, let the wind play with it a little bit,
So we got something over an 8 up top, and then what's the lowest on the bottom there?
That is visible.
Yeah.
3.
What do you mean that's visible?
Well, this is a 1.5 over here.
1.5?
1.5. Just on the burns.
So
Shout out to Joe Mauer.
Is there a 2 in there then?
Gesundheit.
Is there a 2?
Just a little bit. Just up to here.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
But
you got a lot going on there. It's like before you start, do you just lay out all the guards,
You know
from
me.
8 to...
you know me.
Oh, for goodness sakes. I didn't know this was so involved.
It is, but I've gotten to the point now where, if Valvoline does the 15-minute oil change, I can probably not quite get 15, but if I'm in a hurry, which I don't like to be, I could do it under 20 minutes. Preferably if I know I'm going to get to put a hat on for the next month.
It's like thinking of the Grinch, which is one of the sadder parts of the movie.
Yeah, that is. That's mean.
Do you remember what he yells though?
So is it like, I hate you?
Well, yeah, but no.
Yeah.
But what the mean kids yelled.
He's
at
got like all
the
the
mayor.
the
Yeah. What would he yelled?
no.
What a hack job. No. All right.
It's usually the same comment I get when I'm golfing.
Looks good, Charlie.
Thanks.
You could have taken a shower after.
I did.
You did? Oh.
I did. You think I want all that hair everywhere, itching, gross?
Well, we're back. We're back. We took a little vacation from the pod. We were gone for...
I was gone.
What? We haven't had
I was
one.
gone for about 24 hours.
Haven't had one in a while, but we did go down to the land of MESPA, which stands for what, Charlie?
Minnesota Elementary School Principals Association.
You said that like I envision you would, like if you ever got on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, I had to think it through.
Oh, that's what I would be. Pop, pop, pop. But no, that is correct. So we went last year.
Always a good time.
Yeah, got to hang out last year, and there was some like awesome speakers. Got to meet a few new folks, so that was fun. But did a little presentation on a little breakout session. Do you remember what it was called?
Cultivating, taking care of yourself.
Cultivating, taking care of yourself. I don't think the proposal.
Proposal.
I don't think the proposal would accept it if it was cultivating, taking care of yourself. What?
What was it called?
Huh?
What was it called?
I was wondering if you did. I didn't say I remembered.
Oh, it was good. All 7 people in there loved it.
Some of the things they preach in there. Yeah, no. Well, we ended up having a little bustling.
I counted. There was 32.
You counted?
Yeah.
That explains
In the middle of one of your when you were talking, I was just kind of looking out there. How many people we got here?
That was like your old job from like the usher in church.
I was never an usher in
You were
church.
counting, huh? you wanted to be.
Yeah. All the ushers, they just sat in the back. Visited.
And visited.
Yeah.
Old Dad and John.
Yeah.
And Jerry.
BSing in the back.
Dad, John, Jerry, Tom.
Who else?
No, we could name some.
Randy?
I'm gonna feel bad. We're gonna Randy.
Or he was more of a reader.
Or a reader. Randy did some ushering. Tony. Tony the Tiger.
Yeah. Got with his leather vest.
Pat. Or Pat was a reader.
Yeah, he was a reader. Great reading team.
Tom.
You said Tom already.
Tom Clemens. I already said Tom.
Yeah.
What about our neighbor?
Which one?
Mom and Dad's neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Kaltoff.
Kaltoff. What's his name?
Yep.
Roman.
All roaming around the woods.
Where's more? See, we're gonna feel bad. I think we need most of them, so we're gonna.
Great, Mary Lou and Doug.
Oh yeah, that was quite a tandem.
Oh, little husband-wife combo. Great reading squad though. Got Jimmy up there, Duggan, Mother, Randy. Sometimes I feel like Pat. Excuse me. I don't remember Tom reading much. But this is a whole lot of stuff that people don't really care about. Probably.
No, I don't think they care at all.
Overall.
Some people might think might be a blast from the past. But Charlie, what we're visiting about today, we talk about this throughout, but a little bit about fatherhood in general, which half the reason was mess, but we took a little siesta. And the other one being is that you welcomed a new child into the world.
Yeah. That was quite the deal.
You got it done.
I didn't do anything. Ashley got it done. Yeah, Cooper joining us now. Cooper Kent. Got the Kent boys now in DeGraff. A new lineage breaking away from Clontarf roots.
No, so that's good. And before, I wouldn't want to forget this little joke before we get back into it. Down in the land of DeGraff, just and earlier in the weekend. So the DeGraff sign, you got to give a little background on this. You had told the mayor that he was very much aware that there was a new body in town, and the current population via the green sign reads what?
I believe 111.
111.
I believe big city.
So Al was referring to Mr. Cooper.
He's not the mayor though.
It's Randy's turn.
Randy's the mayor.
Oh, Randy's the mayor.
Yeah.
Well, my apologies, Randy. Al is the what? Al is the.
I was on the city council.
The councilman.
Doer of all.
Councilman Al, and said that it was referred to him as 112.
Yeah, he's like number 112 is in town now.
And I told Al, I said when I was sitting next to you when he roamed by, I said don't actually go and change the sign. I said, because by the way this sounds next to me, this guy breathing next to me, I think it's gonna be addition by subtraction here. So.
Cancel each other out. There.
Don't make that switch too soon.
No, I'm hoping to stick around for a while at least. Catch his 5th, 6th birthday.
Oh, that's messed up. Well, it's not as funny when you reference that.
Oh.
But you've done pretty well. You're what, 43, 44 next year?
I'm going to be 47 here next year.
It's been a long
34.
34.
You're going to be 31. No?
I'm going to be 32.
That's my favorite number.
Soon.
This is a lucky year for you.
Oh, I feel like it's an unlucky year for me with it being your favorite number. I feel like bad things are going to happen.
I'll see what happens. Coming in hot.
Dodge it.
2 months.
I don't like that.
32.
Soon.
Big year. Gonna be a big year. My crystal ball says big things coming your way.
I don't want to come up as any readings in your crystal ball.
Remember Robin Hood when they got the fireflies in there? Prince John Lord of yes,
Oh my gosh. Well, Charlie, we'd be remiss if we didn't center an episode on this with you. So he's been entered stage left on what day?
snuck in right before Valentine's Day, the 13th.
The 13th.
So,
February 13th, the
just,
Valentine's Day Eve, baby.
I'm not going to be this guy, but it's a 1 week birthday today. We only 1 week old.
I know you can say 1 week birthday. I think it's when people get upset by that is when someone, you're registering your child for kindergarten and they say, how old is he? And they say 61 months.
61 months. Oh, so he's 5. I've wondered that before. At what point do the people not care? Well, I mean, I think a lot of people don't care to begin with.
I'm okay with jumping on this. I'm sure I can get eaten live on it, but that's okay because I have a feeling like after your child, a child can be 23 months. After that, they're 2 years old and up.
I just feel like, how old is he? He's about 2. He's 23 months and 15 days. And
some moms and dads, just in general, moms and dads might have some different feelings on it. But my thought is if he's 2, then he's 2.
Yeah, how old is he?
He's not 38 months.
Yeah, well, that'd actually be 3. But 3 and 2 months.
I know. Oh, well, I know that.
Oh, I thought you
No, I said after he's 2, he's 2. I said he's not 38 months anymore. You can't just be, my child's 38 months old. No, he's not.
Nice. At that point, he's a 3-year-old.
If your child knows how to do what, then you don't get to refer to it from months any longer. I almost said something. I'm glad I did.
If he can talk in sentences.
Well, then definitely. I don't know.
I could come up with a couple
Well,
things.
I think it's completely appropriate. I mean, how you reference, before they're 1 and then, I guess I've never heard as far as the norm, you're not like always 1 year, 8 months old. But to your point, even at that point, you might be saying, oh, he's, just turned 1 a few months ago.
I just break it down into halves. How old is he? He's a half-year-old. How old does he know? He's 1.5, even though he's 1 and 8 months. How old is he? He's almost 2.
Don't say, then I'm going to sway the other way. Don't say he's a half-year-old.
Why?
I don't know. I've never heard anybody say that.
Why, am I confusing you with the numbers and lack thereof?
No, I think people might think you're a dummy if you say that.
How old is he?
He's a half-year-old.
Fine.
Happy half-year birthday, Cooper. I'm so proud. Jeez. He's half-year-old.
Half-year-old.
What is that word that they've been saying, we're fans of, which we kind of started about the same time. It's the Kelsey brothers. Ours hasn't taken off as quick as theirs.
Not yet.
I don't know why.
Not yet.
But anyways, we like sharing some of those things. And what do they call the older one? You
Jabroni?
No, well, some of those things have been hilarious, which I know it's been a center of conflict. But one of those things, when he had I don't even know what you call it, the mask on or whatever.
Oh, like those, like the wrestling?
Yeah,
like
what was it called? I
mask?
think it starts with an L or something.
Is it like
something? Yeah, I don't know.
Luchador?
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, what he said is, you got those two, their love story, playing out whatever, and then the camera pans to him, and he said it's just like a raging Neanderthal.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Neanderthal.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean exactly?
Isn't Neanderthal? Isn't that like the step before humans?
Like a caveman or
Caveman.
Before then?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I have in mind. Like,
well, anyways, that was my reference when you said half-year-old.
It's like
half-year-old.
It's like the one who before the human standing straight up. It's like the step before that carrying something.
I think you have to refer. Like if you were to say,
wait, no, you've already changed my mind. Now he's going to be 1 month old, 2 months old.
If you said half-year-old, I think you'd have to leave the S off of he's. He half-year-old.
Ugh.
He half-year-old. He Cooper. He named Cooper. He half-year-old. Boy like milk, like to eat.
Jeez.
Charlie, I see the wheels spinning, but they're not getting any traction today.
It's like it was out in your driveway there.
No, I shouldn't be giving you. So Charlie, I've prepared a couple little small questions for you.
Oh, good.
None that are brain busters, but
they could be.
Not to your knowledge, but just very basic things. Some are real.
Is this to make me look silly?
Not at all. I wouldn't do that to you. No, there's no wrong answer or right answer questions. I wouldn't do that because people that do tune in, that are aware of me, I'm not so much at solving brain busters of any kind myself. So
My brain's already busted.
and as you've noticed on here, it took you several episodes, a couple of weeks for me to throw a question out to somewhat make you look stupid or just for my own enjoyment.
Well, any
but
spelling question.
But now you've realized that you throw it back at me because just because I'm asking you doesn't mean I have the answer.
Well, he was asking me all these questions, and I realized he was
smart.
He was just asking me because you wanted to know what the answer was. You're hoping I knew.
No, no, these are just very basic questions.
Let's hear
basic questions. So you can decide which manner these go. You just have to answer them honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, and this is not. Remember, sometimes I have to remind you on here. You're not on a political campaign on here.
No, I'm not.
We want genuine answers.
I left my city council hat at home.
Genuine answers. Oh, that reminds me of someone else we got to get to, but we'll start with this. So, Charlie, you've obviously you've been a dad for what? Officially for some time.
Officially, June 1st.
June 1st.
But technically, like 3 years almost.
Yeah, so we've been doing that. So I'm gonna make sure up front I'm by no means taking away from my favorite redhead boy. These are just strictly based on infancy, which is new. You're new to this party.
This is. And whenever things got a little tough with Brie or Grady at your place, that's when I was putting my shoes on.
No. So this is what this is about. Completely want to make sure that's acknowledged. In that regard, your fatherhood with Big Red, which has Big Red ever had a piece of Big Red, or do I need it? Or does he like mint?
It's not mint. That's cinnamon.
Like mint. Mint is cinnamon.
He doesn't like mint. He said it's spicy.
Well, he definitely won't like that.
It's spicy.
Cinnamon.
The toothpaste. It's spicy.
I feel like he should have a pack.
He likes cinnamon, but he doesn't. I don't think he would like that.
I want to give him a pack this week and at least he should have a pack for ornamental use.
Okay.
Just in his room. Anyways,
maybe he would like it. Tell him to keep it in his mouth for a minute, and then it'll get better.
Were you ever part of the idiots like in junior high that would like lick that or whatever, like lick the inside of a wrapper and then like put it on your forehead and it would burn you a little bit?
No.
Did you ever hear of doing that?
No.
It actually does leave like a little burn.
So you did it?
Like once.
I never did that, but I licked
some people would put like a lot of them on there.
I licked a frozen pole once though. Tongue got stuck to it.
It sounds like you're still suffering. It sounds.
Was your
mind telling you it was still stuck in there?
Yeah.
So anyways, Charlie,
I'm waiting for these questions.
What do you? I
don't think you actually have any.
Yes, I do. What are you most looking forward to?
Like,
I said, you could decide. What do you mean? But you got a new little rascal at home. What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm not looking forward to anything. I'm just taking it a day at a time, just enjoying every little piece of it.
What did I say? I said specifically I don't want no political.
It's not.
It's not.
I'm not looking forward to anything.
That sounds like a guy that needs some help. I'm not looking forward to anything. What do you mean? I'm not looking forward to anything. His eyes like that. It's like, oh my God.
No, I just meant like, I'm not like trying to like, oh, I can't wait until he can do this, or I can't wait until he can do that.
It's not that. It's just, I mean, you could be looking forward to,
I've loved so far just looking down at his little milk drunk face and seeing a little half smile or something, just completely, this arms out, legs out, just
life is good.
Completely cooked for doing nothing more than eating and sleeping. So no, that part's been good. I looked today. I wanted to see what can a baby see. So right now, I believe at 1 week old, it said they could see, it was like yellow, orange, red, and green are the colors. And they can pretty much only see anything from 8 to 15 inches out. So it said they do like looking at smiling faces. So it kind of be like, I'm imagining like a kid looking in a fishbowl. Like I'll be like, hey there, looking right up by him.
Oh my God. Darla on
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
Tapping the.
Why are you sleeping?
So what am I looking forward to? I
think you answered it. Maybe.
How about this?
Jesus.
No, for real. I'm looking forward to getting to go out on a run with him in the stroller.
Oh, well, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, because when
So
I did it with Dirks last year, except Dirks was like 50 pounds, so every time he shifted, it felt like we were going to roll the thing over.
Dirks, I saw you guys going on the highway. You had said that you were. I said I thought your runs. I was following you on the Under Armour app, and I thought it would slow you down because when I took the kids. But Dirks was so big in there, he had 2 skiing poles in there going down the highway. Instead, you didn't even need you pushing them.
Well, I was hanging on for dear life. They actually had pedals in there. He was pedaling the stroller faster than I could keep up with it.
Oh my god! Well, you could have the little rascal in there, like legit. So what? Like a car seat, I imagine. But that's probably dangerous to have him in. So he'd be what 6-7 months before you could saddle him up in there for a.
Yeah, I don't know. I was hoping by so 6 months old would be the middle of August. So
yeah, you probably could get that done
at some point. Yeah,
in the next running season, anyways. Yeah, into October, he'd be going on 32 weeks old. He's 3/4 years old.
3/4 of a year. Huh?
What'd you say?
Ooh.
All right. Well.
So yeah, that's
my goodness.
So that, and I guess taking him with on the golf cart.
Yeah.
Have him. Probably Ashley will probably hold him and take turns back and forth. Get him out there. It's a fun place.
I said that with which obviously that'd be something I'd look forward to too, for myself and for you. But I can't even imagine how long a round of golf would take. If we had a toddler of sorts out there with you, it takes long enough when you're not attended by a child.
Yeah.
I told you, people that watch this.
It would take 3 hours through 9 holes.
You and Patrick Cantley. One, I don't think I'd get along very well with that guy for several reasons. I don't think he'd like me either, which that's okay. So one, just the company, I don't think would be that strong.
Socially.
And he definitely, if he didn't get along with me, the reasons he wouldn't care for my company, that would be like ×3 for why he wouldn't like your company, just in this specific. So I just don't think that would be a good, a good pairing for us. But my God, it is hard to watch. Like, I think I'm patient, and I think in a lot of ways I am. In a lot of ways, I think I'm a lot more patient than I actually am. But like on the golf course, which you've gotten so much better.
Well, that's because it was ridiculous before.
No, like there's people now that like put the timer on, like like in social media posts after, because it's like what is that movie where it's the baseball?
We just watched it. It was Angels in the Outfield.
Angels in the Outfield.
Sets again.
Yeah. That's exactly what it reminds you of. It's like, oh my God, it's like literally thank God he's gonna hit the ball. And he'll even like sometimes go back and then he'll step off the ball and look again and hold the glove. It's like, oh my God. Which again, not giving him crap because he's a world renowned golfer, but it's like even the other golfers are chirping him like, dude, like
speed her up.
Can't do it. Anyways, that was just something that crossed my mind. But what are well, goodness, that was the easiest question. It was like I asked you.
Had a decent answer.
It was.
What else we got?
After you grilled me.
What do we got?
What are you most fearful of? I don't have no fears. So it's gonna be. I ain't scared of nothing.
No. I think, well, even just right away in the hospital, I really don't, because me being like a child, the only time I've ever held a baby was when another adult set him in my arms when I was already sitting down.
That's why I still like to do it myself.
But, so, I honestly felt like the day we were stayed there for 2 days, and the day we were leaving the hospital, I felt like a failure because, Ashley has already went through labor and everything else, and she's still like having to like pick him up and put him in my arms like I'm an 8-year-old. Like you're the little brother?
Yes. Or the big brother?
Yeah, essentially. So I felt bad about that because I'm causing more harm than I am helping here in this situation. But even now in the last few days, I feel much better. I can pick him up, I can shift him around and everything. So I thought this was going to maybe take like 2 months, but it really only took a few days, and I feel more comfortable with it. So that was a big fear, initially that I like wouldn't be able to like, hey, Ashley, he's crying. Come kick him off.
Oh my gosh.
So
Have you changed a solo diaper yet?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
You're just in it.
I'm figuring it's one of those things where it's like, well, if we're gonna do it, I just want to know how to do it now. I don't want to like push it along, and all of a sudden it is where it's like we're like 2 months out and it's like, hey, we need you to change a diaper. I'm like, I don't know how.
Like when mom showed us how to do laundry when we were 22 and 24.
Yeah. That's what
One of those kind of things.
Yeah, like,
that makes sense.
You know, like right now, I would say one of the things I still don't know how to do or I haven't done is like I don't know, like cutting Dirks's fingernails. It's like, Ashley, Dirks's fingernails are kind of long. Can you cut those? Because I don't know how to do that really.
And just tell them to start biting them.
Just biting them down.
That's what I would do.
Mom, I don't think mom ever had to cut your fingernails. They're down to just nubs.
You
still do. I see.
I do, but this is gonna
fine.
sound
When's the last time you had to cut your fingernails?
I've never cut my fingernails.
See, you still bite them.
Ever.
Yeah.
I have to cut my toenails.
That's only because you can't get them in your mouth, probably.
I need like some exercise bands. It needs to like be a setup to allow me to do it. Seriously. You
should probably work on some stretching.
Yeah, that is the stretching. Whenever I gotta cut my
every
toenails.
month when you cut your toenails.
You cut your toenails once a month?
Pretty much.
I guess I don't have a schedule.
Fingernails are probably like 2 weeks.
We'll see. I don't ever have the indicator.
Fingernails are every probably 2 weeks. Toenails are about once a month.
I don't need to start cutting my toenails when I can't get my shoes on. All of that's kidding.
Just ripping the ends out. Talons.
No, actually, I have a fear of like losing toenails. I'm usually I don't like those being longer than they have to be.
Well, you could realize too, you could also lose it if you cut them too short. Get ingrown and you have to get the whole thing removed.
Well,
something. I actually don't know. I actually don't know if you get the whole toe there removed if it's ingrown.
I don't think
that might not be true.
I have no idea either, but I don't think it's a normal. I think it's a pretty big deal to lose a toe. I don't think they just cut those
toenail.
Off. Yeah, you said lose the whole toe.
No, the toenail. I didn't say the toe.
Well, I'd say that maybe could happen.
I do know on my left foot, I could definitely get my second to the smallest toe removed, and I'd actually probably be able to walk better because that's just a log jam of stuff going on down there.
I don't know what happened.
Me neither.
I think there was an accident.
It looks like my foot got like put into like some form of a press or something, like, and just got like just mangled.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Something not good.
I mean, it'd be a great weight loss so if any of you are looking to lose weight, just call me up and come take a look at my feet before you want to eat, and then you won't be hungry anymore.
Yeah, I've said that. I could take a picture of your foot. Then whenever I want to go do some snacking, just take a look at it and maybe decide I don't want them no more.
That's fair.
I think I would, though, maybe.
So I'm going to flip things around here on you now.
Oh, Jesus.
No. So
we have 5 minutes.
Yep. But you've only got, you've got much more experience than me here. Times 2. What would you say? What is your greatest accomplishment in fatherhood to this point? Real question.
Greatest accomplishment.
Like what like do you feel best about thus far into fatherhood?
I would say, but this is,
and I'm not even gonna rip it or anything. I want a serious answer.
I would say this would be the case with most kids, or I would hope it would be. But when the kids have an opportunity to choose something they would like to do, it seems that, they want to do those things with Brennan or myself. Like they get excited about that, which I think that's the biggest battle. If I ever wrote a book about fatherhood, Mitchell, I can tell you this, with all my wisdom I have, that I don't. Like, the thing that bugged me the most, and we've talked about this on here too, is, some of the things on social media that you have, this amount of Saturdays left with your kids or whatever, before they turn 18, and they'll seem to be fleeting. But especially when they're little rascals, I'd say just, like, get on the floor. That's what I always thought. You know what I mean? When they're little and whatever, when they're rolling around, whatever else, just get your butt on the floor. That'll be an opportunity for Big Red to come and pulverize you too and beat up on you a little bit. It seems like good things happen when you just get down on the floor. And maybe that doesn't make any sense, but it always did to me.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you're in it then. You know what I mean?
I'll use up the last little bit of juice my knees have to get on down there. And
no, I just think, when you think of like kids in general, like kids' favorite people, okay? So like the favorite uncle, the favorite aunt or whatever, you know, especially when they're at that age. But when I say that age, you know, when they're little, just infants to, I don't know, even 14, 15, you know what I mean? The favorite people, they're in the heat of battle with the kids. That usually, you know, it usually doesn't require a lot of effort either. A lot of times all you have to do is just go, they'll just go lay down in the middle of the floor and they'll find you.
Let them come to you like a wounded animal.
It's like blood in the water with some sharks, whether that's some wrestling around or, you know, playing a game or whatever. It seems like a lot of good things happen there. So there's my 2 cents.
I like that.
There's my 2 cents. Yeah. That's what I got. You got any closing words? Any funnies for us?
With that?
Anything.
So this isn't super funny, but I just think it was just getting used to a new normal kind of a thing. I've told a couple people was we were watching, Dirk said the TV show on the other night, and it was like the second night that Cooper was there, and Dirks is watching TV and Cooper's just laying there quiet. And all of a sudden he made like a little noise and Dirks just whips his head around. Like I honestly think he forgot that Cooper was like there or here. So even for me, I've just been super excited just seeing like, you know, you wake up and, you know, there he is, or you just taking a little snooze on you. And I'm like, I told Ashley, I can't believe it. You know, it's just like, I can't believe he's here and I can't believe he's sticking around and he's ours. And I'm just super excited.
Good deal. Your heart's full, Charlie.
It is. And
so
seeing Dirks interact with him already too, and how much Dirks wants to be around him it's been awesome.
When was Dirks' birthday?
December 2nd.
How old is Dirks?
He just turned 6.
So he's
right by Grady.
72 months old. Right? 72 months.
72, well 73.
73 months.
74 now. 74 months old now.
Anyway, so he is 6. So
G-Rady
I always doing like these things. So kindergarten. So when Knucklehead, obviously there's some
we've done I know what you're
variation. Yeah, so just so he'll be in 6th grade, 5th grade?
Probably 6th grade when
depending upon
a senior.
Yeah, so 6th grade kindergarten.
Or both flip-flop. 6th grade kindergarten
and then 6th grade. So he is, the Big Red is going to be, they're almost going to be, which I don't even want to misspeak because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Other people with kids that age may laugh in my face if I say that, but I'm sure there'll be some bickering, but I'm sure that's more going to be like the idolization. Like he's going to be top dog.
And I've asked.
That's quite, you know, I mean, it's not a huge age difference, but you know, they're not going to be like fighting over toys or anything.
No. And you and I, though, I brought this up to Ashley yesterday. 'Cause, you know, you and me, you know, where it's always, we're 2 years apart, but realistically, we're closer to 3 years apart than, you know, we're
just 2 years in school.
2 years in school, yeah. But I just think, you know, obviously we had some good battles, but I was like, I don't really know. You know, a 6-year difference, so, you know, when he's 5 and Dirks is 11, like I can see some battles happening still, you know, probably much shorter lived, but
maybe not as much physical.
Well, but think about Ron and Adrian. That's 10-year gap. And there's some throwdowns.
But that's when they get older.
Yeah. But right away I would say it'll just be more.
Well, and that would be, I'm not saying it's completely.
Yeah, I'm
not saying that's a full positive either. That'd be a shame if you had a brother that you couldn't beat on.
Yeah, I would say though, yeah, for the first while, it'll just be like you said, probably the idolization of it, you know, getting to help him, show him, you know, I mean, through 3, 4, 5, as long as, you know, I'm sure like any good little brother, Cooper will know the buttons to push and how to irritate Dirks and get him to want to freak out a little bit, but that's all part of it.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. I got a new favorite quote, but I'm going to tease it for the next time because it doesn't really fit for our close here. It's a good one.
What we got?
I like it. It's
kind of goes with me. Yeah.
Kind of goes with my my new favorite playlist, which I've told you, or my new album. Since our trip down to Pensacola Beach, I've kind of became an album guy now. I like listening to albums. I'm kind of falling into that a little bit.
I like that.
So we'll chat about that next time. Otherwise, welcome Cooper James. standing at what? Do you have that memorized? We'll leave it on that.
Yeah.
Have that. Let's hear it.
20 and a half inches, and he was 7 pounds, 13 ounces. So
Born at what time?
8:38 p.m.
You got it nailed.
We were close to a Valentine's baby, so now he's free from that for the, I guess, the rest of eternity.
A date of his own.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Well, congratulations, Charlie. I don't like wishing you congratulations on things, but we will on that one.
I appreciate it.
We will on that one. And we will catch you next week. We'll be here. We'll be back.
Same place.
And did you say, sorry, we got to say this. Was this our 25th? I don't want to spoil.
I think it's, speaking of throwing a lot of numbers out there today, happy 25th anniversary, baby.
Happy 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
In the episode regard.
I believe it is.
We'll maybe throw ourselves a party next time. We'll come
Yeah,
out
we
with
should
some
have had
party
some like
hat
those
streamers.
confetti or something.
Pop, pop, pop. Would have been
We
like
made it- we
Rick,
made
would
it
have been like
24.
Rick Pitino in here after winning the national championship. We will catch you next week. See ya.